So you've got gadgets. It could be an iPhone or it could be an iPad, and you're planning to Dbrand them, but you don't know if you should buy Dbrand and install. Here are 5 things that I think you should know before you install your Dbrand skin on your phone. These are 5 things I wish I knew before I installed my Dbrand on my iPad or on my smartphone coming out after this. So even if I have 5 things on the list, the number 1 is going to be the pricing. So because installing the Dbrand skin is pretty expensive, even if it may look like nothing on your phone, but it's pretty pricey. So how much you would pay on a Dbrand is basically what you would pay to get a very premium case as well. So if you can deal with the pricing, so basically you should be fine with the rest 4 of them. So the pricing is pretty expensive. You're paying nothing minimum than 39 to 50 pounds or 39 to 50 dollars, depending on what part of the world you're buying from. And the reason why it's slightly cheaper is because they've got different variants of Dbrand. So they have the vinylic or just the normal skin, which is the one that I have installed here on my iPad. And if you want to see the review, I have it on my YouTube channel. I would leave the link. So which is the number one that you find, and this is quite cheap compared to the premium one, which is the new one they started advertising in their website right now, which is the leather skin. So that is a pure leather, and I just did a review and installation of this. You will find that in my channel as well. So if you can deal with the pricing, then you should be fine. You should be good to go for the other 4. But if at some point you think that you want to rethink it through because it's too expensive, I'll just suggest buy a case. If you think it is worth buying a case, trust me, it is worth buying a case 100% than spending so much for a Dbrand skin. And that takes us to number 2. So in terms of protection, guys, I would show you this on the screen and you be the judge. Those are the edges of my phone exposed, everything exposed, and I've got the skin installed on my back. So since we're talking about protection, I recommend for the iPad, it's not really something we need to talk about because I basically use my iPad most of the time in the house or if I'm taking it to work. And I'm suggesting it could be the same for you guys if you're a student basically taking it to class. So this is not something that's going to fall off your pocket every time. So for that, I will just drop the iPad and we just focus on the phone. So in terms of protection, like I said, it does not really gives you protection other than just the back, which is protection from minor scratches. So instead of your phone getting scratched, you get the scratches at the back of the skin, which is something really nice because over time when this starts patinaing or when it gets patinaed, it will look like real leather that has aged with grace, if that makes sense. And talking about protection again, this did not protect my phone. Bruh. So I will just show this if I clean properly and show that on my So like I said about protection, it does not protect your phone because this was just once the only time that I've dropped this phone in almost 5 months since I've owned the iPhone, and that is what happened. Luckily I had a tempered glass installed in front of the screen, so I'm going to peel this off and then install a new tempered glass. Number 3, installation. So the installation, if you install your Dbrand skin the wrong way, you are screwed. So imagine if you've spent 40 to 50 pounds or 40 to 50 dollars on your Dbrand skin. It comes and then you try to install and then you install it wrongly. That is your money gone. Dbrand is not going to send you another one because you messed it up. You've only got the Dbrand skin that they sent to you to install. However, the good part about Dbrand is they send you 2 skins instead of sending you 1. If you buy one, it comes in pair. So if you screw up with the first installation, at least you still have a second chance to install. But the catch is, even if it comes in pair, they're quite different. So they've got a normal one which you would install just the back like that, and you've got the edges that would be exposed. While the other one would you can install from the back all the way to the sides. So you do want to make sure that you get your first choice right. Otherwise, if you take it off, it's not necessarily gonna spoil. At least you could make various attempts. But if you start having markings and bubbles on those stickers, you might want to use the second one. And so therefore you need to be very, very careful in your installation, and you need to be patient. Don't do it in a rush, otherwise you would screw it up and that's your money gone. Number 4, it's quite addictive. This may sound funny, but once you start using Dbrand skin and get comfortable using it, it becomes something that is addictive to you. You would find yourself not wanting to use a case. Speaking of case, I have a green case for my phone, but since I started installing the Dbrand skin, there is no way I'm going back to install this case. And even one good thing is, if you have the normal skin on your phone, you can still apply your case. But if you have the leather skin, if you have the Dbrand, for example, the skin is not too thick, you could still like pop your case on it. But the bad part is, each time you like take your phone out of the case and put it back, take it out, put it back, that is you like causing risk to, you know, to make the adhesive part at the edges to start losing off, and that's you like wasting your money as well, because at the end of the day it's gonna look ugly if it starts coming off, and you might want to take it off. So that's something you need to know. But if you have a thick skin, especially the leather one, if you have the leather skin, it's something you need to consider. Sometimes it may not go into all cases. In my case, I have Dbrand on top, another leather skin, which is from a totally different company as well. And in my opinion, I find the leather skin before the Dbrand more attractive and more premium, and also it's thicker in size. So therefore, after installing that, there is no way I could put my case on it, because even if I do, it's not going to like come out. Now I'm not even going to try it. I'm not going to try it for the sake of this video as well, because there's no point. It's going to ruin my skin. So that's one thing you need to know. If you're applying a normal Dbrand skin on your phone, it's fine. But once you start installing the leather skin on your phone or on any of your devices, you might need to consider if it could go in a case, because sometimes it does not fit perfectly anymore in a case. So it's just something you need to put in mind. Number 5, I would say it's a conversation starter. It's something that if you for some reason hand over your phone to someone who is holding your phone for the first time, or your iPad, or anything that is debranded, actually, if you hand it over to someone who has never used a Dbrand product before, they would definitely comment 100%. So for example, I could like, yo D, can you borrow me your phone? I need to text my dog or my goats or my cats or something. And I know, trust me, I love animals. I love dogs a lot. And yeah, if I give the person the phone and holding it for the first time, you're realizing you're having an iPhone 13 Pro Max on your hand, pretty big phone and expensive as well. And the fact that there is no case on it, trust me, the person would want to hold it with their 2 hands and try to protect it. And after they do whatever they want to do, call my cat or my dog or text them, and definitely I'm going to turn and look at the phone again and be like, whoa bro, like what kind of case is this? And then you explain. This is something I find myself doing like over and over again, not because someone needs to chat with their cat or their goats, or it's just something like, say for some reason, if I drop my phone or something, a colleague picks up my phone and be like, oh wow, you've got a nice looking device, even if we've got the same thing, but it just looks different because it's not on a case, but they could tell that it's not naked, so it's something really attractive for them. And yeah, it's a conversation starter. So yeah guys, so that's about it. These are the 5 things that I think you need to know, and these are the 5 things I wish I knew before buying the Dbrand skin and installing it. So if any of these have helped you guys, yeah, do make sure you leave your comment down below if you have any questions, and do subscribe to my channel because I make different reviews about Dbrand skins and also other videos as well. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace out.